Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to technically the second episode of the RedForce Podcast. With me today is the One Piece guru, Mr. Christian Tolato. Mate, we've got things to get into today, so you better bring your knowledge and supreme skill.
Definitely gonna get heated.
My name is Eric Tolato, and this is a One Piece podcast called the RedForce Podcast.
That's right.
Talk about everything One Piece. Hot button issues surrounding the community, I could say. And we release around the official Shonen Jump magazine. But you might be thinking, oh, hang on. There's no English Shonen Jump today. What are they talking about?
It released in Japan today, and, Shonen Jump, English anyway, get on that. Come on.
Right. Make sure you get on that Shonen Jump subscription. It's $19 for the whole year at the moment. But, yeah. Let's talk about the podcast for a minute. Last week was a little bit rough. We got the pop filters on. We were a little bit louder. I'm in shot this week.
Yep.
So, Christian, firstly, how's your week been in the world of One Piece? Been busy?
It's been very difficult. Alright? A lot of fans flipping their table about this chapter. And
we're going to get into it. Now, we usually start with how strong is SHANKS, but I think we'll get into the first topic of today, which is talking about the chapter.
$8.90.
Yep.
Big Mom on deck.
Right.
Alright.
So, where do you want to start?
So I'm going to start, right? Big Mom's on the deck.
Yep.
Crazy Big Mom. Skinny Big Mom, hair on fire.
Ripping up the sunny.
It begins.
Yeah.
She's looking for the cake, right? So first thing she does is pull apart the sunny. I kind of called her last week when I said she would damage the cabin area.
Right.
And she did damage the cabin area.
Yes, you did.
She pulled it open like a can.
I think you said the living quarters. I think somewhere around there sort of was damaged with the sword, but
yeah,
maybe the top layer.
It got pretty damaged.
Right, and I was saying that, Jinbei might do something, water beam, sort of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
He did put out the fires.
He did do something.
He did something, I tell you what.
People might be upset about what he did, but we'll start with the first little bit, which is the crew panicking.
Standard panicking. Standard characters.
Chopper, yeah.
Bit of Nami panic. Yeah.
Alright, so what's next?
So, Jinbei tells Big Mom the cake's not here.
Yep.
Big Mom remembers the statement from Perisborough that if the cake's not on the ship, she's going to take his life.
Yeah, and she kind of defends her own children, which is interesting. It's kind of a more complicated relationship than we thought maybe with Big Mom. Maybe she does care about her children, or maybe just her first son, but it looks like she does care about her children, but if you lie to her and go in your way, you're dead. And we saw a little bit of Perisborough's life already coming out when he was scared in that panel.
Yeah. So, it's some sort of contract she made with Perisborough.
Yeah.
So, I assume as soon as she finds out it's not there, she's going to take it away instantly.
So, if you break the rules of getting away, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, depends, because she's only really done this in the rage state.
Yeah.
So, does she actually do this to her children normally?
We saw that little scene
Maybe.
Ages ago with, like, a few little kids with, like, remember the kid with a knife?
Yeah, they wanted to pop the balloons or something.
Balloon. She kind of, she loves her children, I guess. It's kind of the whole family theme we were going on about yesterday. Yeah. So, after Perisborough, we get into it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Christian's got many things to say about this chapter.
I do, but
and the reactions, but let's go on.
Okay, so the cognac attack.
Yeah.
From Big Mom, she fuses Napoleon with Prometheus.
Yep.
It's a flaming sword.
Very nice. Very sick.
Super cool. This chapter. Just the action is just 10 out of 10. This chapter.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice art.
Good. It's so good.
Very kinetic.
Yes. So Big Mom swings at Jinbei.
Yep.
Jinbei, armored haki, which we already knew he had, but this is just reconfirming it.
Right.
So he does his shark skin haki maneuver.
Yep.
Blocks The cognac attack.
Yep.
Craziness.
Now, we don't know what it's officially called, because it's not out in English yet.
Cognac is cognac.
But we'll go with it.
The liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah, cognac.
Yeah.
So, he gets hit by it. He blocks it initially.
Yeah.
And then Big Mom's like, I'm not having any of this, and smacks him into the sea.
Yeah.
With blood, he's taken damage.
Right.
This is an attack with no haki on it.
Yeah.
No armament.
Yep.
There's no haki on this sword.
Yep.
Goes through Jinbei's honed armament haki. Crazy. That's a crazy feat.
Right. I remember what I was saying last week, that Jinbei was stronger than Zoro.
Jinbei's not stronger than Zoro.
What are your thoughts about it now?
No. Zoro would have done the same thing to Big Mom.
Right. You're confident in saying that?
Yeah.
In this state?
Yes, in this state.
Alright.
Because that's important and we'll get into it.
The state's very important, ladies and gentlemen. Christian's got a lot of details to go over.
I've copious notes.
Copious notes to combat the community and their perceptions.
Yes, I bring the reality to the table.
He is the guru, and he has that title for a reason.
Call me the guru, right?
So, alright, so after the attack, Jinbei's in the water.
And then the crew...
flying fair distance.
The crew start to freak out.
Yeah.
They try and bargain with her. Nami's like, the cake's not here, you gotta stop. Big
Meanwhile,
Mom's
she's like ripping up the deck.
She's just ripping it up.
Yeah.
She slaps Napoleon down into the living quarters.
Yep.
Tearing it up.
Living quarters back of the ship.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Nami and Chopper dodge that.
Yep.
Just barely. And then we get Nami saying, stop it, Big Mom. And Big Mom's like, make me, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then she goes for she tries to grab Nami. It's not an attack, alright? It's a grab. She tries to grab Nami. It's not a fist. She's not trying to punch the shit out of Nami.
Yeah.
Right? She tries to grab her.
Mm-hmm.
And then Chopper comes in there and saves it with guard point.
Alright.
So, people who are saying Chopper blocked a Big Mom attack, I would say that's hyperbolic.
Technically true.
Is it an attack? It's a grab. Like, she's just trying to grab Nami.
Okay.
Trying to find the hey.
Right. Do we think... I think this trade is fair. That the ship's getting ripped up.
Yeah, ship's getting destroyed, man.
Yeah.
Easy.
Never really been seen before in...
Yeah. Well,
to the Sunny. Mary got absolutely cooked.
Fucked.
Mary ever get cooked by enemy attacks?
Maybe Wapple ate it.
Yeah. Is that about it?
I mean, Luffy ripped the mask off like 3 times.
It's gonna be interesting in about, what, 15 chapters we're gonna see Frankie's reaction to the ship being absolutely fucked.
It's gonna be funny. Hopefully he's got some upgrades in mind.
Right.
Very cool.
So
the ship's getting fucked up, right? Jinbei pops out of the ocean, uses a lifting sea current, put out the flames on the ship.
Yep, the same attack he used to lift Luffy into the Marine Fort in front of the Admirals, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we get Big Mom's wet, Prometheus out of her hair. She's pissed off.
Yep, seawater, maybe a little bit weakened as well from that. Maybe a little bit. Couple of percent.
I'm not gonna say that.
Alright.
That's stupid.
And then Jinbei lands on the deck.
Jinbei does not land on the deck. He comes out of the air. Comes out of the ocean.
Yeah, okay.
And then he punches Big Mom with his best move. The ultimate technique.
Watasume.
The Vagabond Drill.
Vagabond Drill, yep.
Direct hit.
Yeah.
Shockwaves into Big Mom. Big Mom is knocked off the ship. Do you want to talk about this?
Do I want to talk about this? I do, because people... I don't think this is the biggest problem that people have with the chapter. It
is a problem.
They acknowledge that Jinbei is capable. Is a capable fighter.
Yes.
And I think... I said last week that he's stronger than Zoro, so I have no problem with this feat. It's all the situation surrounding Big Mom at this point. She's far weaker than she was.
Yes, definitely. And we'll get into that. We'll get into how she's weaker in the topic of the show segment. Right. So, this attack is a shockwave attack.
Yep.
So, the whole purpose of this attack is to knock people away.
Yeah.
It knocked Watasumi into the air.
Yep.
And he was damaged by it, but he wasn't knocked out by any means.
Yeah.
it is an attack designed to move people.
Yeah, it moved her. I wouldn't say it damaged her.
0. I reckon she took no damage from that one.
No damage.
No blood. Just a concerned look on her face, like, what?
Yeah.
It was no damage, right?
Yeah.
So then Zeus comes out and saves her from the ocean.
Right.
And then she comes back in. She extends Napoleon.
Do more katana-ish.
The coolest
Very nice.
panel
Very good.
in this chapter.
Yeah.
Very cool panel.
Yep.
She's getting ready to slice the ship in half, right?
She thinks this, yeah? She thinks she's going to slice it vertically. Or horizontally, rather.
Yeah, and get the cake, right?
Find the cake, yep. It's a whole mission.
So then, what? Nami tries to manipulate Zeus again, doesn't work. We got a little bit of a switcheroo gag.
Yeah, this isn't going to work on me again, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Brooke takes the lightning from Zeus.
Yeah. Assume that Brooke can take lightning damage anyway. We assume this because it's a skeleton and it's a cartoon.
See, that's a whole nother topic, is right? How do you damage Zeus? I assume it's only...
It's only...
Blunt force.
Zeus and Prometheus, it just looks like you have to be Brooke.
No, but I'm saying, how do you damage Brooke? Is it just blunt force?
How do you damage Brooke, rather? Brooke, probably cutting and blunt force.
It's just blunt force.
It's weird because, like, we've seen him take damage against, like, a few people. He gets sizzled, he gets burnt.
I mean, his hair gets burnt.
Yeah. He gets cracked in his face, but Milk fixes that.
See...
I don't know if he can exist via just his soul as well, so...
Who knows?
Is Brooke immortal? Perhaps.
I think... That's what I was saying when Brooke's pretty strong, because, like, how do you beat him?
Yeah.
Like, he got his head knocked off.
I mean, he can be exhausted. Like, he has stamina.
Yeah, he has stamina, yeah.
Right.
So, anyway, apart from that tangent on how you damage Brooke.
Yeah. Very important.
Brooke, in a classic way...
Yep.
Gets ready for an attack. He asks to see Big Mom's panties. Classic Brooke.
Classic Brooke.
Classic Brooke.
Oda keeps his characters very in line.
And Big Mom just laughs at this. She thinks it's hilarious.
Yeah.
She's ready to just destroy Brooke.
She already knows the Soul King. Kind of respects the Soul King.
Yes. She does respect the
Soul King.
Everyone respects the Soul King this arc. I'll tell you what.
Alright.
And then, yep. The big upset happens. Brooke clearly slices through Zeus.
Yep.
Big Mom's surprised and shocked. Now, it is a 3-pace humming attack, right?
Soul Arrow.
This is the new Soul Arrow variant, right?
Yeah.
It's a 3-pace humming. An attack that has never been blocked. An attack that I theorize is illusionary.
Right.
Based off Brooke's music thing, right?
Okay. Kind of like a soul frequency illusion thing.
Because we saw on Fishman Island, he's got attacks that can hallucinate, right?
Yeah. Do you think it's maybe an underworld thing as well? Because of the winds of the underworld, maybe he...
Yeah, I think it's an illusion. It's an illusionary attack.
Yeah.
It's a fast attack, and it's an illusion attack.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Because this happens to everyone, right? They don't notice they're cut until they...
Right, and he's done it to literally every character he's faced.
He's never been blocked.
And it's not like Big Mom's damaged from this attack. It's only Zeus.
He hit Big Mom. Hit Zeus.
And people are saying one in Big Mom block.
Yonkos don't block. Emperors do not block.
Right.
We'll get into this.
The Shanks blocked Alcyone's punch to stop the war.
Yeah, but we'll talk about it when we talk about Whitebeard in the segment.
Right. Okay.
The topic of the show.
So, the eye of the chapter is pretty much this moment. It's pretty much Brooke and Nami, because people perceive them to be weak. But, you know, I'll say this. Nami's probably the best navigator / weather controller in the verse.
Oh, good Big Mom controls weather, so...
Yeah, but her weather science is pretty good. Do you think Big Mom knows what the fuck she's doing, or is it just Zeus and Prometheus making the weather? Do you think she has a theory behind weather, or she just kind of does it with clouds and stuff?
I think she commands it, like, Zeus, make a storm, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So...
Anyway, Nami has the... We've seen... This is the problem I have with the community. They forget that One Piece is about counters, matchups, and abilities, rather than just straight up power level.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to talk about power level? Big Mom's pretty weak at the moment. Probably Whitebeard level sick.
Yeah, I would say
in Marineford. I mean, they're pretty much the same age, and she's like starving to death. It's stated in this chapter.
She is still stronger than Whitebeard in Marineford, and that's going to be controversial.
Right.
I know it's going to be controversial, but I have proof.
But ladies and gentlemen, he has evidence, and we'll get to that shortly. But I also want to talk about Brook for a minute. He's probably the only one in the verse that can damage Zeus through Prometheus. Maybe conquers Haki. If it's strong enough.
No, I think rereading Whole Cake, I think you need elemental properties to damage them.
It hurts them. I don't think, like, it makes them go away.
But Brook...
Like, what do you do to Zeus? Do you, like, freeze him? Because he's water particles? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, you would... Something like that.
Yeah.
You either use fire or use ice.
Right.
Fire to evaporate him even more so he can't hold his form.
Yeah.
Or use ice to condense him so he starts turning into water.
Or you can use some kind of, like, electrical discharge thing that Midnight did so he can't go back together.
Or he loses all his energy. Because that's what I think the Prometheus and Zeus are. Because Zeus says, when he gets hit by the water...
That he felt weak.
That he feels weak. Sick. And he needs fire. And then he ate the wildfire.
He ate the he ate the forest. Woods. Yeah.
That's what took him so long to get there.
So these homies,
right?
These homies have ammo, as it were. They have energy.
I think it's energy when they get damaged.
Yeah.
So they heal via their own element. In a way.
Do you think Big Mom would use like a Entei level attack and then it would take some time for Prometheus to gain his fire back? Or is it just bang, bang, bang? I think
it works like that.
Or he needs to recharge if he takes damage?
I think it's just damage.
So it's water and it's like ice-ish counters to both Zeus and Prometheus.
Yeah, you need elemental counters. Right, Haki does not affect them.
Yeah, right. So Jinbei's got a counter to water. Jinbei's also a fisherman, so he's pretty good on sea.
Yes.
Brook's counter to Big Mom is straight up soul powers, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. So
we end the chapter with her back on. I mean, she takes that lightning damage. She's burnt.
She is taking damage.
All right, she's burnt. Cartoon scratch marks, whatever.
It doesn't even mean anything.
Yeah.
Think of it like a health bar, right? She's got a, let's just say
99.9%.
Yeah, she's like almost full HP. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah, and so she takes a lightning bolt. She's made me gotta fall into the water. Everyone's surprised. All the children are like, "What's going on, Mum? I've never seen this before." Prometheus grab her. She's on the chase again. Even hotter pursuit, I think the tagline was.
Yeah.
What do you think is gonna happen next week?
It's either Zeus isn't fast enough to catch the Straw Hats.
Right.
Germa comes in, does something, because they need to do something.
Germa could be a good time to come.
Or we skip this part and we go straight to Luthor's Katakuri.
Right.
Finish that, and then Saji comes in.
Did he go back in at 6 o'clock?
Yeah.
Because he's been fighting Katakuri for 3 hours now, because it's 9 o'clock.
I think he was in the house at 6 o'clock.
Right. Which house? When he was thinking about...
Yeah, when he was thinking about how he's going to beat Katakuri.
Okay.
Could be wrong, though. I'm not really sure about the timeline right now.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's been fighting for a fair bit. A few hours at least. So he should be close to unlocking... Something.
Maybe 2 chapters of Katakuri left.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after that, maybe Sanji wraps the cake and that gets wrapped up. Maybe.
Okay, but Big Mom's chasing them
right now.
So what do you think? She's not that far behind. I doubt she's even remotely far behind them. Like, she's probably right next to them.
She can still throw sword attacks.
Do you think people are... Like, One Piece is kind of a roller coaster. I was talking to Christian about this the other day. It's always the crew looks good, the enemy looks bad. The enemy looks good, the crew looks bad, vice versa constantly. Do we think Big Mom's going to get some perceived redemption this week by doing some crazy level sword attack that, I don't know, cuts mountains in the distance or creates a tsunami? Or obviously, since she's not going to hit the Straw Hats, Brooke's probably going to do something to, like, off-balance her, but what do you think?
We'll get one last final attack for Big Mom. When that will happen, I don't know. Next chapter, I don't know.
Okay.
Because the tsunami, we've already had that, right?
Yeah.
We've already had the tsunami.
Yeah.
We have not had we've kind of already had Sword Swings, but not in this form, right?
Yeah.
So maybe she does a massive sword swing and all 4 kids block it.
All 4 kids.
Vinsmoke kids block it.
Is that enough for people?
Come on, there's 4 people. They're all 4, like, what, 4 people? Yeah, hold her.
Around Sandy level. I mean, Yonji's not, but...
Yeah, around Sandy level. That could
be it. I don't... The community's pretty upset. And is that topic of the show we're going to get into soon?
Yeah, do you wanna, the topic of the show.
Topic of the show. So, thoughts on the chapter as a whole? Do we want to give ratings? Do we doing that? Like, what do you think?
I think it was a fantastic action chapter.
When I read this chapter, I was hyped beyond belief. And, you know, Christian, I'm all about hype.
Yeah, he's all about hype.
And when I read this chapter and saw the beautiful artwork.
Yeah.
A lot of double page spreads.
I really love these double page spreads later.
You know, I think this was a good chapter. Probably, I don't know, 9 out of 10. If we're going by 10, something like that.
Yeah, 8.5, because nothing really happened. Right?
You have to. It's a simple chapter, but not really, because you have to. If you're deep into it, you think about it way too much.
Yeah.
And if you're kind of a casual fan, you're just like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. But if you go into your mind and unravel it, we think it makes sense.
It definitely makes sense. I don't think people have problems with it making sense.
Right.
They just don't like...
It's like we were talking about last week with...
the way emperors are being portrayed.
Yeah, we were talking about expectations last week.
Yeah.
Do you think the expectations are too high? Or do you want to get into it?
Copious notes. Evidence.
Alright, so do you want to move into the next topic?
Topic of the show. Alright, topic of the show is Big Mom Emperor expectations and Emperor expectations in general.
Yep.
Alright. We're going to start off with Big Mom feats. Alright.
Okay.
So, her Ikaku sovereignty, which is the official name of the Albat Spear, it's weird. I don't know why it's called that.
Yep.
But anyway.
Yep.
Easily, at least, Mihawk level sword attack, right?
Okay.
That's crazy, right? She's not even classified as a swordsman.
A swordsman, right? Yeah.
She's doing Mihawk level stuff. This attack goes through King Balm.
Yep.
Through a mountain, through the whole seducing woods, and out into the ocean of Whole Cake Island. That's crazy distance.
Crazy distance. She does it twice.
She does it multiple. She can just spam this attack.
We assume she could spam it in her fat form.
She uses it how many times? 3?
Now,
yeah, 3 times.
People say it didn't hit the Straw Hats, and they just dodged it.
Right?
Yeah, okay.
First of all, and then I want to talk about Prometheus's dropping attack. When he drops Seducing Woods, right?
Yep.
I've done the research, and this attack is at least as big as the Ursa Shock from Kuma.
Ursa Shock from
Kuma.
She
has
crazy.
The destructive power, the AoE range, right, of Kuma, and that's just Prometheus on his own. It's not even involving Big Mom.
How does it compare to Entei? Ace's attack.
Not even close.
Not even close?
That's like a
entire island.
The entire island. We don't know how big that island is.
Yeah.
But it's not even close.
More information.
Plus Ace's whole thing is fire and come
on.
So that's not even Big Mom. It's her
homies,
right? It's part of her arsenal.
Yep.
He does it on his own, sentiently.
Yep.
Just drops. Does an Ursa shock level attack out of nowhere. Right? Alright. The homies can't even be damaged by Haki. As we were saying, right?
Yeah,
so these elemental things she has with her can't be damaged by Haki. So only elemental attacks work against these
Gatling
beings.
doesn't work?
No. Hawk Gatling goes straight through Prometheus.
Yeah.
Can't be damaged by Haki. That's crazy. It's crazy. Haki is Logia counter, and these things don't even count as Logias.
And these they're just elemental properties, pretty much.
Pretty much, man. Like, how do you can't get rid of them.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
So her utility is very high.
She has lots of attacks. She has lots of utility. They're strong attacks. They're big attacks.
Can't be damaged.
Can't be damaged.
Yep.
This is all in a fat form, right?
Moving on.
Durability feats. Takes the lightning bolt combo
from Nami
and Zeus. I would say at least Enuru level lightning.
Okay.
L4.
Yep.
Took it.
Point blank.
No, not point blank. It was 0 damage.
Yep.
0 damage.
Fucked up the ground underneath her.
Ground's completely destroyed.
And what happened when she was
No
in the
burn
ground,
marks.
Christian?
No burn marks.
No burn marks? Okay.
Nothing, right?
Yep.
Enemy level attack.
Yep.
The attacks that one-shotted the entire crew except for Luffy.
Alright.
She just walks through the ground after that.
Walks through the earth.
Just walks through.
Walks through, not even...
Not even attacking. She just walks through the earth.
You know, not even like...
Yeah, folding the earth.
Yeah.
She just breaks the earth apart by walking through it.
Yep. Chasing the Straw Hats.
That's crazy, just base strength.
Alright.
What? That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So, people are complaining that the Outlaw Spears don't ever hit the Straw Hats. Why don't they hit them?
Yeah.
These attacks must be slow as shit, right?
Alright.
If the army can dodge these attacks aren't impressive. But people forget, right? Jinbei says, dodge them. He sees the swing coming,
And
right?
you'd imagine Jinbei has intel on Big Mom's abilities.
He sees the swords raising.
Yeah.
He says to the Straw Hats, oh, it's that attack again. Take cover, dodge it, right?
Yep.
They dodge it, they start moving out of the way, and then the attack comes. So they're already moved out of the way before the attack gets thrown.
Yeah.
And they barely dodge it.
Right.
So it's fast, right?
Yeah.
It's a fast attack. It's
Yep.
a powerful attack. Jinbei had the intel to know when to dodge it. So I think that's a moot point for people out there saying Big Mom's attacks don't do anything, right? Now, people complain about Jinbei being able to move Big Mom when Gear 4 did nothing.
Yep.
Right? We all know this. Luffy went into Gear 4 and punched Big Mom, right? She blocked it with armor and haki.
Okay.
That's important, right? She actively blocked with armor and haki.
Yep.
It's a very important factor. Alright? Because when Pedro blew himself up, that explosion knocked her over.
In her fat form.
In her fat form, her stronger form.
Right.
Right? It knocked her over. So, she can be knocked over when she doesn't use haki. I think that's fair. It's a shockwave. Like, it's a shockwave attack because it's an explosion. It's a shockwave.
Right.
You get pushed back. Like, Jinbei's attack is a shockwave.
Okay.
You can't say that Vagabond Drill is as strong or stronger than a Kongan because it's a different type of attack. It's a shockwave based attack. She can be knocked over. Even the coup de burst from the Sunny launching off knocked her back.
In fat form.
In fat form,
Yeah.
right? So she can be knocked around. In fat form, not even in her weakened state. Alright, people forget this. This is very important.
Alright.
Alright, now, another point people bring up about this, why Big Mom's getting embarrassed, right? Because people perceive that it was harder to get Katakuri off the ship than it was Big Mom. And I say that's false, right?
Right.
Because the only person who tried anything was Luffy, right? Luffy tried a couple attacks, he got knocked back, but in the end, what did he do? He just grabbed him and threw him through a mirror, right? That's way easier than what they did against Big Mom, right? They blocked attacks, they comboed,
Yeah.
they did a whole bunch of stuff just to keep her at bay.
It was a good 3-hand, yeah?
It was just an elephant gun, and then he
Right.
grabbed him.
And threw him into the mirror world.
And Katakuri didn't do anything,
And
right?
Katakuri knew it was happening,
He knew it was happening, and he
But
said, I
he-
can't do anything about this.
so he just let him into the mirror. Okay.
Yeah. So those are all the points I have to bring up about that, right?
Yep.
Now I want to talk about Whitebeard, right?
You want to talk about the other Yonko and compare them.
We want to compare Whitebeard to Big Mom.
People always talk about Whitebeard, Christian, how he's
People
a hype
hype
man.
Whitebeard because they only remember the hype.
They never
It's
remember.
fair enough. You only remember the hype.
I don't remember the downfalls of Whitebeard.
Right? First point, Whitebeard got stabbed by Squad. Right?
Yep.
Hey, he's not fast. He doesn't do jack shit during Marineford.
Right.
You know why he got stabbed? Because he let his guard down and he wasn't expecting it. Just like how Big Mom was not expecting Brook to cut Zeus.
Right.
Same thing. People
And
don't complain.
Arguably, she's as sick as Whitebeard right now in this state.
Yes.
And
Arguably.
they're about the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Mom, 68 years old. Whitebeard, 72. when he died.
Yeah.
So age plays a factor in here that people aren't bringing up. Maybe the fat around her body keeps her healthy. Maybe it's like a big energy source for her. Right? People also forget Whitebeard was frozen by Aokiji. He broke out, tried to stab him, failed, and then was about to be deep frozen by Aokiji, and then Jozu saved him.
Right.
So Whitebeard would have lost to Aokiji right then and there.
Yep.
People don't bring this up. Why? I don't get it.
They wanna. I'll get to my point in a minute. Just finish up. Is that all you got?
Well,
you
there's
got
a lot more.
All right, we'll keep going. I'll get to my thing in a minute.
Whitebeard, after around 20 minutes of fighting, collapses on the ground, coughing up blood. He has no stamina when he's weakened. Zero. Right. And people want to bring up these 5-day fights against Admirals, saying Big Mom will lose in a 5-day fight.
I mean, we brought it up last week without this chapter that we're pretty sure those 5-day fights only happen because they're stalemates.
Yes, and we don't know any information about them. Did they legitimately fight constantly, non-stop for 5 days?
Right.
Or did they reconvene? Or did they both got weaker at the same time?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So people saying that Aokiji is stronger than Big Mom at this point...
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Is pretty ridiculous.
People don't say Aokiji was stronger than Whitebeard, but we have evidence to say the otherwise.
I mean, how come Aokiji didn't observation haki Jozu quicker?
Because, I don't know, he was focused on Whitebeard,
yeah,
right?
oh, yeah.
So, you gotta think about these things, right? Big Mom did not expect Brook to cut Zeus.
Right.
And Emperors do not block. These Emperors that take no damage, that have heaps of stamina.
Infinite stamina, take no damage. Do you see Blackbeard blocking anything?
No, his whole thing is he takes double damage.
Yeah.
He's just gonna cop pain.
Yeah.
That's what they do. Whitebeard does fucking nothing to Kizaru. Kizaru trolls the shit out of Whitebeard.
Shoots him.
He rides his spear.
Yeah.
And then shoots him a couple times.
Right.
And Whitebeard can't do anything to Kizaru. No one talks about this, right?
Yeah.
People just want to hype Whitebeard when we have facts that state that the Admirals were kind of destroying him.
Right.
Al-Qaeda ripped half his face off with one attack. Al-Qaeda's broken, right? He's very strong.
Now, Whitebeard continued after this. Would you consider that a good feat?
Yes. Whitebeard takes a lot of damage.
Right.
But Big Mom has taken jack shit damage from these lightning attacks, right?
Yeah.
And Whitebeard took a lot more damage, and he's still carried on. Why not Big Mom? Why can't she take this much damage? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just people being hypocritical. To be perfectly honest.
This is the thing about like expectations about hype characters. You gotta remember that, you know, people coming into this arc were already trying to downplay Big Mom. You know, before we even knew anything about her, she was always the lowest of the Yonko on many people's lists.
Pretty much.
And everyone at any point is always trying to de-hype her. It's just a strange position to be in when, you know, you think, oh, Oda's just, you know, doing this to, like, he's doing this to Big Moms just so that the Straw Hats can interact with her, which is absolutely true.
That's true. That's 100%
I was saying this to Christian the other day as well, like, remember when we first saw Big Mom and we didn't know anything about her and she had that acid spit?
Yeah.
I mean, acid spit hasn't come back. People perceive these characters to already be alive in this verse and already be fleshed out, right?
Yeah.
But if you look at Big Mom, every part of her is designed in a way for the Straw Hats. She has a disease, that's Chopper's thing. She has this cake, she wants this cake, that's for Sanji.
Yeah.
She has this soul powers, that's for Brook. She has weather powers, that's for Nami. You know, I guarantee you that...
She was designed to be counted.
Yeah, and probably all of these characters will be designed to be counted.
And like, people who say that, oh, Aokiji would have let the Straw Hats get away, but he did.
Yeah.
Or Kizaru would have let the Straw Hats get away, he let Luffy get away. Or bloody what?
Alkina was stopped.
Fujitora would have let the Straw Hats get away, but he did.
Yeah.
All for different reasons. So, you can't say that, Big Mum's weak because she let the Straw Hats get away. That's plot, right? That's plot. You can't do that in matchups.
Right.
Because if you start throwing plot conveniences / this thing has to happen for this story to make sense.
Yeah.
Then you just conflate powers. And you conflate feats. And that's wrong.
You just confuse your audience base if things don't make sense. Well, would you rather Big Mum to be overpowered in some way? Do you want her to not interact with the Straw Hats at all?
See, look at other manga, right?
Yeah.
Other manga do OP villains way worse.
Yeah.
Bleach. What was that? What was that ending?
It's very confusing.
Yuha gets one shot at the end, out of nowhere. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Right.
You might say, oh, Cuba didn't have the time, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But it's an overpowered villain who gets one shot. Do we want Big Mom to get one shot?
Right.
No, these things have to happen for the plot to make sense and be satisfying at the end.
I don't think we will get a satisfying ending. I don't think Big Mom's gonna get killed this arc. Maybe. It's looking more likely than ever. Christian's maybe
I can see
more convinced than me.
I'm 40% saying it might happen. She might be out of the picture completely.
Right.
Death, maybe, probably not.
And I think we were saying this last week that the situation with this starvation might get so intense that Sanji literally saves her life.
Yeah.
So that's probably going to get them off.
And one last point about Whitebeard, right?
Yep.
People saying, oh, how did these quote-unquote fodder characters like Brook, Nami, Chopper do anything against Big Mom? One, they're not fodder, right, guys? They're not fodder level. Don't even start.
Right.
And two, Whitebeard took sword slashes and bullets from fodder Marines.
Literally fodder
Marines.
Like captains.
Like, no one, they don't even have names. They're literally fodder.
Yeah.
So, people will say Big Mom are embarrassed. Why don't people talk about Whitebeard just taking hits from fodder?
Right. But people bring up the argument that he's sick.
Big Mom's sick right now.
Right.
She has no sickness. It's 8 hours of rage mode. It's not 8 hours of hunger. It's 8 hours of rage mode.
What I think's happening in the community is people always have their ulterior motives to talking about power scales. They always have their character they're pulling for, right? If you look at Brook, it could be perceived that he's got a higher speed feat than Sanji, right?
Yeah, he definitely does. Unless this attack's illusionary, which I predict.
People see that and they get upset, right? But take all of that, passion and theories out the way at what you perceive characters to be, and just look at the story,
Yeah, these things. If you think these things aren't gonna happen to Kaido, you're out of your mind.
Out of your mind.
Out of your mind. Law is gonna use some bullshit surgery to get rid of his immortality.
Yep.
Hawkins, some
crazy broken
voodoo thing.
Yep.
And then whatever, Arouge powers up everyone somehow, and then all the supernovas take down Kaido.
All these powers are very vague, probably to set up for Kaido's defeat.
Kaido's gonna get defeated by the supernova.
And he'll have some weakness.
And he's gonna get counted.
Yeah.
Because these people, the only way you beat them is to give them, as I was saying last week.
Yeah.
Because these rookies, these supernovas, right? They're rookies, right? It wouldn't make any sense for them to beat emperors in single combat. These emperors they have way more strength. They have way more experience. Yeah. You have to give them. That's what truly makes the most sense in the story.
Right.
If Luffy just came out and beat Big Mom one-on-one combat, it would kind of break the story in a way.
Who would be more upset if that happened? I think people are saying, why even have the interaction in the first place if you're going to do this to Big Mom, make her look bad?
Yeah.
I don't think she's looking bad. She's looking like she's a character in the story.
She's still broken as all hell.
Yeah, she's taken no damage and she's moved a couple of meters off the ship.
Yeah, and again, it's on water, right? She can't really dash anywhere.
She's
massive, she can't really dodge.
And there's 3 counters on the ship.
Yeah.
Direct counters. So
just calm down.
Just relax, because I'm sure next week the hype will come back.
Yeah. Alright. The hype will come back for people who are upset about Big Mom. I mean, people have been upset about Big Mom for a while.
Yeah.
But I've stated my points why you really shouldn't be upset. Because
These are old Yonko. These aren't the new.
These aren't the new. I mean, we got the new ones. We got half the new ones. We got Shanks and we got Blackbeard, right?
And
That's
of course,
why Shanks
like,
is the strongest.
Shanks is like the God King of the verse.
That's why Shanks is the strongest. He's the youngest.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the youngest.
Yeah, he's the youngest. And he's already broken.
In his prime.
He's in his prime.
40, 42, 40... I think he's 39, but 40 is about the prime age for One Piece characters.
He's in his prime.
Yeah. And
So,
I'd imagine Big Mom's losing it.
well, we have no idea how old Kaido is, but he's got to be old, right?
Yes, maybe some kind of bullshit, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Alright. So that's my points. My point is, take the evidence that is given to you by the story and realize that you're overhyping yourself.
People forget about what's going on. I'd imagine in...
Go read Marineford.
Yeah, I'd imagine in Wano Kuni when Kaido's being gimped, everyone's got to hype up Big Mom and forget all this.
Yeah, you got to remember the highs and the lows.
You got highs and the lows, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that.
There's massive highs with Whitebeard, but there's also massive lows.
Yeah.
During the arc. Like, you could... Alright.
So, we'll move on to the next topic.
How strong is Shanks?
How strong is Shanks? Now, Christian, do you have something special for us today?
The point this week is why Shanks is the strongest. Why he's the God King, right?
Yeah.
Is that he's the only character in the manga.
People are saying that we're being a meme about Strong being like the God King of the verse, but ladies and gentlemen, we're extraordinarily serious about the topic.
Yes, this topic is very serious.
This isn't a joke.
He's the only character with shaded hair. That's massive, right? That's just shows how important Shanks is to Oda.
Kid has the same color hair, not shaded.
It's not shaded. Oda cares about Shanks so much that he's willing to put extra effort into his hair.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's just proof.
Look, it's got evidence, right? Shanks.
Probably the best panel of the entire
Best panel
manga.
of the whole manga, right? Look.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Shanks stopping the war. For those listeners out there.
His hair is shaded. That's crazy, right? He's unique in every way.
Yeah.
He's the God King. Shanks is the strongest.
He will be Pirate King.
Moving on.
Now for the next topic.
World's worst theory.
World's worst theory, Christian. What do we got today?
Dragon was a former admiral.
No, you picked this theory.
I picked this theory because Eric actually likes this theory.
I like this theory, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, am I saying you're stupid? Maybe. Are you stupid? Maybe. But I've got irrefutable proof.
Irrefutable proof, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
That this theory makes no fucking sense via the timeline.
Now, let me just state my case for a second.
And things during the story.
Let me just state my case, Christian. You know, I'm probably the hype man.
Yeah.
And, you know, I like the hype.
Mm.
And if Dragon was a former admiral, you know, it just add to his character and his legend.
But it's not even possible.
It's not even possible, he says. We'll get into that, but I just like the theory because, you know, maybe it gives him more character to lean on. I mean, Garth's always like, bro, you gotta be a Navy dude. So,
yeah, and none of his kids did.
Alright, so give us the evidence.
Alright. Point 1. Marines don't even know his full name.
Right.
How is he an admiral if Marines don't know his full name?
Well, look at the Void Century, Christian. Things can be erased from history.
But it's been 20 years.
Oh, man.
There's all people in the
Don't
Navy.
worry about that, mate.
People don't know who he is.
Alright.
They were shocked that he's Monkey D. Dragon. They just knew him as Dragon.
Okay.
Alright?
Now, which characters were reacting to this? Was it Marine fodder or was it actual characters?
It was Vice Admirals.
Vice Admirals.
So they're old, they know, they've been around.
Alright.
They don't know Dragon was Garp's son.
Right.
Only Sengoku knows this.
Alright.
So how was he an admiral?
Maybe it was a covert admiral.
What does that even mean?
Alright.
It's stupid.
Look, I'm not saying it's the best theory, I'm just saying I like it.
He is seen in the revolutionary outfit 24 years ago at Roger's execution.
Right.
That means you have to be an admiral at minimum 18 years old.
I mean, it's possible.
Is it? Is it possible?
It is possible.
It's not possible.
Look at the Monkey D family, mate.
Look, I've even got the Strong World Volume 1 evidence, right? You can see that? Dragon in the Revolutionary Code hiding.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, it's just a black coat.
No.
Alright?
No. Show the camera.
It's just you're not going to get there.
Alright. Bang. Dragon.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this, it's literally a black coat and a tiny panel showing nothing else. Alright. So that's kind of weak, but we'll move on from that.
Okay. It's evidence. It's canon.
Yeah.
Dragon's full name is Monkey D. Dragon, right?
Yeah.
So what was his animal name? Dragon? That doesn't make any sense. Kizaru's name is Borsalino. His name is not Yellow Monkey.
Right.
His name is Borsalino.
Yep.
Dragon's name is Dragon.
Alright.
It's not White Dragon as people theorize. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's a pseudonym. It's a title.
Alright.
So
I mean, I'd imagine...
What would you imagine?
I'd imagine God would name his son Dragon.
Yeah, but people in this theory, the theory is that he was the White Dragon.
Right. Because of the wind.
His name is Dragon.
Isn't it Green Dragon? Or is it White Dragon?
White Dragon. The theory is White Dragon.
Yep.
Stupid. Doesn't make any sense.
Alright, next.
And, that's it.
Alright, so...
Counterpoints now. What's your counterpoints?
Counterpoints, like... The timeline could make sense. Okay? It could happen. All I'm saying is it could happen. Why do I like this theory? Just because of hype. You know, I'm not married to it. Doesn't really matter if he's an admiral. I'm saying
you're letting the hype take over, right? You're letting the hype take over.
Yeah.
And you're not looking at the facts.
Yeah. No, I'm not blinded by hype, ladies and gentlemen. I understand that Shanks is the strongest apart from Dragon.
Yes.
Alright. So, you just don't like the theory.
Am I saying Erica's stupid?
And you wanted to personally attack me.
Kind of saying Erica's stupid.
Alright, fine.
It's a stupid theory because it doesn't make any sense.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any issues with Christian, you can find him on Twitter at...
You can't find me on Twitter. Just email me.
Just email him at the RedForcePodcast@gmail.com.
I might reply, probably won't reply.
This
theory is dumb. It doesn't deserve...
If you find him on Twitter, give him a follow, give him a like, come at him hard. Alright?
It's a dumb theory.
He has definitive and hot takes.
Copious notes.
You know, so if you got any information for him, just let him have it. You know, he assassinates me on this podcast, thinking he's pretty fresh.
I'm just saying it's a stupid theory.
Right.
You have no counterpoints.
I mean, I don't, and you know...
have no counterpoint. What are the counterpoints?
I mean, I'd have to look into it. Just look into it.
Just look into it.
Just look into it.
It's a conspiracy theory.
Just look into it.
Alright.
Next topic.
It is the power scale.
The power scale. Fabled power scale. Now, Christian, what have you brought to us this week?
I have brought you Cat Burglar Derby.
Now, last week we said we weren't going to do the Straw Hats for a while.
But since this chapter, I think it's appropriate.
Right, in the middle of an arc.
I think it's appropriate.
Alright, go on.
Well, you have to power scaler.
I have to power scaler. Now, we have the notes here so we know what the fuck we're doing this week.
We've improved.
Probably going to put a middle tier around Hodie.
Red Hodie?
Yeah.
You think she could beat Hodie?
I mean, she's in that tier.
You think she could take a Red Hawk?
Yeah, probably.
You think Nami could take a Red Hawk?
I mean, Robin's taken lightning attacks from a Nell, so you imagine Nami could do the same.
Nami has never taken damage, pretty much.
I'm not saying they're in the same tier, mate. I'm not saying she's above Hodie Jones.
I'm saying she's low mid.
She's got that weather stuff, though, man.
I'm saying she's on par with pacifistas.
With the PX.
With the PX04. I'm saying she could beat one.
On par. She could beat one now.
She could beat one with Silver Combat right now.
Right.
Post-time skip. With her lightning shit.
And your theories on physical strength that you like to talk about so much?
Yes, alright. She's as strong as pre-time skip Zoro, apparently.
And do you think pre-time kick Zoro could beat Hodie?
No? What?
Full body Hodie, you don't think Zoro could beat him?
Pre-time skip?
Yeah.
No.
I reckon he could.
That's insanity!
I mean, it'd be a fight.
That's
It'd
insanity.
be a fight. He fucked up Kaku.
Yeah, but they almost lost to the PX unit, and all three of them had to take him out.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You're insane, man. You're insane. You're letting the hype take over.
Maybe you know. Maybe we have to review
Nami.
this list. All right.
This is about Nami.
All right, Nami.
This is about Nami.
So you want a low mid? I mean, like, I thought you were gonna hype her even higher because you always talk about fucking Nami.
I just want to see a fight with Nami.
Do we think that Zeus is gonna be part of her arsenal moving forward? Seems like that way. I'd like it to happen. It'd be funny.
Okay.
Luffy could ride him.
I mean, Nami's gonna ride him.
Little.
She already has the power pole.
And she okay. And she likes to ride people.
So I say low mid.
Low mid. I mean, I don't really care, but we'll
what do
go.
you mean you don't care?
I don't fucking care about
Nami.
Powers getting Nami because they're straw hats, and
Nami.
you're gonna change your mind next week when she does something else.
But I think it's appropriate.
Yeah.
For the chapter that came out this week.
Okay.
Just to get a sense that these characters are not trashed here, as some people would say.
Okay. Now why don't you choose Brooke?
Because we still got more to see with Brooke.
Alright. So you think we're done with Nami this arc?
She's already had a big moment, right, with the big lightning bolt.
Yep.
She might get Zeus.
Alright.
I think she's done pretty well this arc.
Alright. So you're happy with low mid? Because I'll go low mid if you want to go low mid.
We got weak opinions, right?
I mean, I don't really have an opinion about Nami.
Alright, low mid. Put it on, low mid.
Low mid. Who have I brought this week, Christian?
Who
do you think? Give me.
Probably brought someone high. I have no idea who.
Give me a guess.
I don't know.
I went Mihawk last week.
You're probably gonna go Dragon or something.
No, I'm not gonna go Dragon because we don't know anything about Dragon.
Go.
I'm gonna go Rayleigh Summer.
Silver's Rayleigh,
the Dark
The
King.
right-hand man to the
Sensei, Rayleigh, Master to Shanks.
I'm putting him. Let me see. Alright, I'm putting him.
Mayo. High tier.
High tier right now because he's old.
High tier right now in the
So
Admiral tier, ladies and gentlemen.
No, that's not the Admiral tier. That's the Commander tier.
Right, the second squad commanders.
The squad commander.
Right.
The
Second hand mans.
Yeah.
Reasons? Mingo's in this crew.
He has OP Haki skills.
Yep.
Right? Craziness. He detected all the animals on that island.
Yep.
That's crazy detection skills. Pretty on par with Fujitoru's.
Now, I believe it was stated that Shanks and Rayleigh can knock out all those fishermen that Luffy knocked out half of.
I don't know about Rayleigh, but Shanks, yeah.
Yeah, and Shanks was trained by Rayleigh, we assume.
Yeah, definitely.
And Rayleigh's Haki is probably the best we've seen. It's pretty good.
He's doing stuff we still don't know about. Like, what's with the force palm?
What is with that force palm attack, ladies and gentlemen? It's very interesting.
So, Rayleigh, very strong. No double fruit.
You know what?
Can't really gauge his feelings.
I'm going to go high Admiral tier.
Oh. You have to have evidence for this, because we
Alright,
haven't seen any.
Kizaru versus Rayleigh.
Very impressive.
I would say on par.
Oh,
They were fighting, they were going at it.
you don't know what his stamina situation is.
Kizaru's like, we need more men and a more serious attack to take you out. Dark King Rayleigh, I'm not enough.
You don't know what Kizaru was saying.
Alright.
Solid.
Now, that's pretty good. Came out of nowhere to get that light attack. I'm going to say this, he's probably got higher observation than Katakuri. To perceive a light level attack, a light speed attack, and then
He foresaw it, definitely. He foresaw
travel across the island, or however far it was.
from the bar.
Travel a fair distance mid-air, and then counter the kick.
It's very impressive.
Alright.
He's OP, right? But he's old.
He is old, but he is the right-hand man to Roger.
He was a right-hand man to Roger.
Yeah.
He's old, though.
Right.
We don't know anything about his real physical strength.
Yeah.
We know he can cross swords with Kizaru.
So why do you put him underneath Kizaru?
It's stamina and he's old.
He's old.
I'm still putting him fucking high.
I'm gonna say high, mate.
High.
I mean, the tier is there. I mean, these ranks are here because like they're slots. They're not one stronger than the other.
I'm saying he doesn't impress me. He doesn't even have a devil fruit.
He doesn't impress you.
He doesn't have a devil fruit.
You just say he doesn't impress you.
He impresses the shit out of me.
He has.
But he doesn't impress me.
He has
as much
sword
as
attacks.
Maybe.
He does. He drew that line in the ground.
Yeah. So what?
He swam.
He did swim.
You're talking about stamina issues.
Yeah, but we don't know that in a fight. We don't know how much. We don't know what swimming does.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just backed him into a corner. He's got nothing to come back at me.
Swimming is a less strenuous activity than fighting in one piece.
How many kilometers upon kilometers did he swim?
Irrelevant.
Says
it's not half the globe. It's bloody Kuja Island's close to Marineford. Stated.
He swam the whole calm belt.
Yeah, he swam through the calm belt.
Yeah.
To get to Bowles Island.
Now, you are the master of the power scale. And we will be here for 10,000 years because you're a stubborn man.
Oh, it's crazy.
So, I want to put it to you and then you can take all the blame. Where you putting him? Here we go.
It's high tier.
High tier. Now, if you have problems, come at him again if you can find him.
He doesn't even care about straw hats, so... he doesn't care about
I don't care about power scaling Nami.
It's a straw hat. Come on.
I put it higher than you.
Yeah, but I'm being realistic.
Alright. So if you have any issues, come at Christian. If you can find him. We're moving on. And that brings us to the end of the RedForce Podcast. I want to say the official first episode. Maybe the last episode was a pilot.
Yeah, probably.
We're going to get this on iTunes. I'm still figuring that out. It's going to be on YouTube.
Apple does what they want.
Free stuff. Share with your friends. Like, comment, subscribe. Where can people find you, Christian? Maybe your work? Something like that?
Find my work at TolatoComics.com. Read it.
Yep.
Check us all. It's my comic. I draw it. I write it. I work on it.
Yep, and it's interesting opinions from a fellow comic writer. We're not saying we're, Oda's level, not even close. But, we kind of understand how narratives work.
Yeah, We're both artists as well, so...
Yeah. You can find my stuff on Toledo Comics as well. Also follow King of Lightning and Zoro Fanboy for my t-shirt designs that are on the stores.
How good would it be?
Yeah.
Right.
To
get Zoro Fanboy on here. So we can talk about...
You have the beef
his expectations.
You have beef with his thoughts. We might get him on... We'll have a look at getting him on for the next break.
I just think he's overacting.
Now, there's a break this week, isn't there?
Yes.
What do you want to do for that? Do you just want to...
We'll try and get a guest.
We're going to aim for Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Every week.
But this week's different because...
We were deciding what to do. We're not going to release if there's no official chapter. We're not about that. We're about supporting Oda as much as possible.
Yeah, come on, guys. Just
support the series, ladies and gentlemen.
Just buy Shonen Jump.
Just buy the Shonen Jump, alright?
It's $3 a month.
I don't expect you to have the willpower to not read One Piece when it comes out on Scanlations.
Yeah,
it's literally impossible.
Just buy the digital book.
So that'll be it for us this week. What are your final thoughts? Anything?
Shanks is the God King.
Shanks is the God King, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good night. Good.
We did that between every take, right?
Hopefully there should be one take.